She is alright. Yeah, there's a button that you can do that easier. Right click, copy email address.
Wow.
This is it.
You get the help you pay for.
That's still fun, really. It's genuinely sick.
Yeah, no, it was just pointing at the productive word in your phone for the
Shut up.
I tweeted it on the Facebook.
Can you edit that video, or is it because it's live?
I count from here.
Edit video.
Yeah, but once you've got YouTube, it doesn't matter.
It will, because then
Yeah,
it's just
that's right.
refresh
You
it.
just read it and finish.
Yeah.
You probably make email, not to YouTube.
Oh, we've been linking to the wrong one.
I tweeted out the right one.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yes, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I am truly sorry.
Yeah, because I'm changed that for a while. Oh, that doesn't work. So it's got video.
I didn't see it then.
Jesus.
You get the help you pay for.
Right, my friends, I think we're ready to start. That's right. It was a brush. It's got a sign on it. Look at this. It's high tech, isn't it? This is different. Welcome to the new set. We've got a new order. We've got a lot of stuff going. I don't know if you feel this, but it's been a really odd week this week. I think people are going boogaloo. No, so much more. My girlfriend, about like half an hour before coming on, she said that she got a new life hack of how you can turn this an ordinary sock. This is a genuine life hack. You can turn this, a sock, into, wait for it, look at that. Look at that. You've got to cover your nose and it just stinks of your feet, but it will keep you. Look at that. Isn't that brilliant? That's the sort of week that I've been having. So thank you very much, everyone. We are now live on Facebook and YouTube. Now, hello to all of the people that have come before. Very excited to have you back because we do have a new format. Hello to all of you people. That this might be your first time. You are absolutely most welcome. It is at this point in the quiz that while we're just waiting for more and more people to find it, I wrap it on. You've probably got another 5 minutes. Go get yourself a drink. The more you drink, the more fun that you will have. Go make yourselves at home. And I wrap it on. I'm not going to start the quiz until we get at least 500,000 people playing. So it's a little bit of time now. I hope you're having a better week. I had two fruit beers last night. Very hungover. So there we go. What have we got on here? So thank you very much for joining. Please like the video if you feel that you can on YouTube and on Facebook. We've got a new mechanic today, which will mean that we'll actually be using that. If you do want to share this video, more people will see it. It's absolutely great. And we want more and more people because let's not forget the point of this quiz tonight is to beat my sister. Something you might find funny, that I certainly do, is just before coming on air, I realised that the whole point of this quiz was to beat my sister. Hadn't sent her a sheet because she hadn't paid. So, she has been paying every single week. She's been paying. So thank you to all of you that have been donating via Eventbrite. The idea for the payment is meant to be a donation of £1 per person if you can afford it. The idea is, as a stand-up comic, I've lost all of my income, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to give you the sob story, but the idea is if people could donate £1 per person, if you can afford that, it might not mean so much to you, but it means a heck of a lot to me at the moment. But equally, by that same token, if it does mean a lot to you, and I genuinely mean this, then please DM me, email me, comment, and we have the wonderful on tech support. She'll be sending you out a picture round. So she's resigned. She's already resigned. Right. Well, we work out what we'll do there. Hello to all of you commentees. Absolutely lovely to have you all on today. So we've got Matt, we've got Lisa, we've got Ruth, and we've got Mummy Chawns. They're all on Facebook. Hello to Mummy Chawns. A lot of people have been asking about you. She's well, she's good. She went up the garden today. Now on YouTube, we've got Richard, we've got Steph, we've got Millie, we've got Greg, we've got Joe. Hello to all of you wonderful people. Give us a little like, and then more and more people can see it. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook, you can add me as a friend. Mommy Chawna asks if I'm in the bathroom. I don't get it either, folks. Right, well, we're waiting for more people to join. It's not too late to donate. If you still do want a picture round and you want to donate via Eventbrite, then the link is in the YouTube video, in the Facebook video, and also on my Facebook page as well. If you do want to donate £1 per person, that's absolutely brilliant. But genuinely, if you can't afford, or if you work for the NHS, or you prefer not to, then just DM me and we will send it over to you. Thank you very much, everyone that's donated. I'm really excited about today because we've got so many different formats. I quite like the idea that you are up for a bit of experimentation. And I think that's brilliant. So we're trying it. Today's new rounds include Are You Kidding Me? The TripAdvisor Challenge, an absolutely brilliant one that I absolutely cannot wait for, is Martin Sheen or Mr. Sheen. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Understanding Una. Most exciting time of the week. I keep her locked in a box underneath the sink for 6 days of the week. She's allowed out on a Wednesday to talk some weird language that nobody understands. We've got also, the most exciting of all, a new booster round. We'll be talking more about that later. Oh, our little studio audience of one. Oh, now while we wait for more people to join, please let me know who you are playing with. For example, thank you very much to Jill on YouTube that says hello to Sheila, Norma, And Jill, hello to all of you guys that are playing. Let us know where you are playing. As ever, I want to know if your pets are playing. I would quite like some photos of those pets. And no, children don't count as pets. Hello to Hiker, to Kirsten, to Chris. They are in the house. How lovely. Really lovely to have people coming back. I like that my mom is becoming a cult celebrity. I genuinely think mom should change her Facebook name to Mummy Chawns. I think that is absolutely doable. If what's his name changed his name to Hugo Boss, then I think that's absolutely doable. We'll talk about that. While we're waiting for more people to join, thank you very much to our proud sponsors, the Hub of Hope, genuinely brilliant mental health app. If you do need a little bit of support for your noggin, then download the Hub of Hope and it gives you the mental health charities that are close to you. Thank you very much to our host, our sponsor, the Doghouse Leicester. If you've got any dogs, they are good to give you hints, tips, and ideas. And thank you very much to our sponsor. Oh my goodness. This was called Pope John Paul II said this is the most influential book since the Bible. You can get that on Amazon there as well. So thank you very much to them. Let us know who you are playing along with. My mum has asked if a goldfish counts as a pet. It would, but we don't have any, Mom. Right, what you're going to need is a picture round, an answer sheet or some plain paper, and make sure that you can look at that on a device that you are not streaming this on. Don't forget, the more the merrier. So please feel free to give us a like, give us a share, invite your friends, your family, and sit next to Mummy Chawns virtually. The only thing I will say is in those comments, please do not give away the answers for obvious reasons. Right, just while we wait for a few more people to join, we are joined by quizzing celebrity this week, which I'm very excited about. We have got Jason Killip, who you may remember from 15 to 1. How very exciting. We also might have Dane Kelly Holmes back. Very excited about that. If you are worried, just to let you know, I realize the time is just past 8 o'clock. Terms and decency, there's going to be no swearing, no adult content this week. You were very good with the double entendres last week. None of that this week, but we've replaced it with even better stuff, which I'm very excited to bring to you. This is going to be a mixed ability quiz. So if there is anyone on Facebook or Twitter or social media or even YouTube that you think would want to get involved, then please invite them along. For example, Hiker invited her neighbor along. And hello, Sarah J. This is your first time playing here. You are most welcome, my friend. Please make yourself at home. Enjoy, because I think we've got a really good night ahead. Equally, Steve is back. Laura and Steve in rugby. Brilliant to have you guys here. It's going to be a really interesting one because I've got an idea of what is going to go on tonight. Now, if you've never played a quiz before, just while we're waiting for those final 500 million people to join, if you've never done a quiz before, here are some tips from Davey C. Tip number 1, if you can't answer a question straight away, I would put a clue to yourself next to the question. That way, then you can revisit it at a later date. That said, this quiz does have a lot of momentum. It is online, and I've actually reduced it because last week we got carried away so much that we were pushing 10 o'clock. And let's be honest, no one's getting any younger. So this is a fast-paced quiz, so I will be mindful of that. I will repeat all of the questions at least once, but do pay attention. Also, while we're talking about that as well, it's a good idea if you have got a picture round sheet to start looking now. If you haven't got one, it's not too late to donate. You can go on Eventbrite and donate, and we'll send one out. If you can't afford that, then just DM me and we will send you one over for free. Pay close attention to those numbers, because that is something that always trips people up, and the audio rounds will be played through at least twice. I've got a feeling We might be playing it through 3 times tonight, but there we go. We'll find out now. While everyone is Sarah Jane, if you want to get the sheets, just email. I can't believe I'm doing this. Just giving out my email address to people. info@davejoyner.co.uk. Yes, I'm a narcissist. I use my name as my email. Don't worry. The picture rounds in this round are going to be 4 and 7, so you've got plenty of time to get that out. So, without any further ado, oh, by the way, that was Una. That wasn't me. That just commented that on YouTube. So thank you very much for everyone on YouTube. Thank you very much, everyone on Facebook. If you are all ready, then I think we will begin round number 1 of Beat My Sister, tonight's quiz. Question number 1 of round number 1. Which world famous landmark was described on TripAdvisor, as just a sandy ditch? There you go. Which world famous landmark was described on TripAdvisor as just a sandy ditch? I love that. TripAdvisor is brilliant. There was once I saw on TripAdvisor, there was a review and it said, this is a great place to relax and unwind, get away from everyone. I've been coming here since I was a teenager. And that was a Yelp review of a prison in Ohio. I thought that was great. Question number 2, a little bit of a factoid comes with this one. On this day in 1840, the penny black was first used. But what is the penny black? That's question number 2 of round number 1. On this day in 1840, the penny black was first used. But what indeed is the penny black? Now, like I say, keep those comments coming. Obviously, don't give out any answers in the comments. Those comments are going to be much more important than ever before in today's quiz, and I will be telling you that later on. Question number 3. You're going to need a bigger boat is a famous line from which movie? You're going to need a bigger boat is a famous line from which movie? I'll give you a clue. It's not Titanic. I think that would have been an amazing homage, but it was a film that came before Titanic. There's a clue. It's more one for the moms and dads, if there are any kids playing along. I mean, think about it. If this film was made now, this film would be probably have a mortgage. But that's question number 3. You're going to need a bigger boat is a famous line from which movie? That takes us on very nicely to Sarah Jane, our question sheet. Now that will be in your inbox. I am reliably informed now. So while you open that up on a device that you're not streaming this on, can you name those websites from the logo? So question number 4, picture number 1 of round number 1. Can you name those old forgotten websites? I love stuff like this. And also, this is a little bit of trivia for you as well. If you ever are a fanatic of old websites, if that is a thing, you can go to the Space Jam website, and they haven't updated it since, was it 1998, 1997? So yeah, the Space Jam website is still exactly the same as it was. It's mental. It's an absolute car crash. It's a terrible thing. Question number 5, I think one of my favorite questions. I'd say this is my question of the round so far. In 2001, Prince Andrew went to a Pizza Express in which town? There we go. Do you remember that? Happier times. In 2001, Prince Andrew went to a Pizza Express in which town? That's what I want to know for question number 5. While those comments keep on coming in, I have to say I'm very impressed. A quizzing regular, Magda, has just told me that they play all the way from Geneva. Very, very impressive. I'll be honest, don't really know where it is. Question number 6. This is a very, very difficult question. I think this is really hard to compare with your teams and give us an idea of which year did the Crazy Frog have a number 1 hit single. That's question number 6. Which year did the Crazy Frog have a number 1 hit single? There you go. Like that's one of those questions that's really, really hard because you can only work back and see what you were doing in that year. Do you remember? That was when you could still get ringtones with you could. I mean, this is for any millennials out there. This is a mental idea, but people used to pay for ringtones that were only two tone. You couldn't really make out what it was. It was like 25p a minute to call them up, and that's all you used to get. Adverts of that, Woolworths, and supermarkets. That was pretty much the 90s. CFAX. Oh, we missed you. Right, question number 7. Well, I'm getting all sentimental. It's picture number 2. Can you name those weird instruments in picture number 2? So that's question number 7. Picture number 2. Could you name those odd instruments? Question number 7, picture number 2, name the odd instruments. I'll give you a clue. That third or fourth one across is not a guitar. Not a guitar. And while we take a quick moment, just hopping over onto Facebook, I'm getting trolled by Mommy Chorna, who was loving the spotlight at the moment. She says, Dave has an A-level geography, believe it or not. You haven't told them what grade I got. That was a D. No, I actually I didn't do. I don't think I did A-level. I did physics, maths, RE, and no one cares. I don't know. I really got caught up in that, Mom. So there we go. Question 7. Honestly, it's genuinely it's happening. It's like one of those weeks. That's question number 7. Picture number 2. There are 6 points on offer, and as this is a game where every point matters, then it is really, really important. Let's have a look on YouTube as well. There's also in the Wayback Machine. It will take you to older versions of websites. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard Wright. I am not surprised that you know that. If you do want to go and have a look at older websites, there's the Wayback Machine. Very, very interesting. Dial-up was a beautiful thing, wasn't it? Question number 8. I like this question. Question number 8. What do you call pasta shapes that are shaped like a little bow tie? There you go. What do you call pasta shapes that are like a little bow tie, like a bow tie for the Lurpak man if he was getting all snazzy? So that's question number 8. What do you call the pasta shapes that are like a little bow tie? One of my favourites, to be honest. Thank you very much, Francesca, that says that she smashed the instruments. That's very wasteful of you, to be honest. Each one is probably worth quite a lot of money. Question number 9. I'm not going to lie. All of this has just been filler until we've got to my favorite question so far. I love this idea. Question number 9 is Mr. Sheen or Martin Sheen. I really hope this becomes a thing. I genuinely love. When I thought of this idea, I was so excited. I want this to be a regular thing. Mr. Sheen or Martin Sheen? So this week's question for Mr. Sheen or Martin Sheen is, who is older? That's question number 9 for this week's Mr. Sheen or Martin Sheen. Who is older? Mr. Sheen or Martin Sheen? Write down, it's 50-50. There you go. It's a quiz with the odds stacked in your favour. And as we race towards the end of round number 1, a quick explanation of what's going to happen. When I get to question number 10, we're then going to do understanding Una. In that time, that is the time that you have in order to comment if you need any questions repeating. I realised I went on for so long last week because I kept on going through the questions. That was quite laboursome. If you do have any questions that need repeating, please comment on YouTube or on Facebook. We will see them and I will repeat them. So as we move on to the final question before this week's Understanding Una, in Geordie slang, what does clamming mean? This is an unfair advantage to any of our northern viewers, but in Geordie slang, what does clamming mean? That's what I want to know. I'll be honest, I'd never heard of it before, and I absolutely love Newcastle and Geordies, but that's question number 10. So now is your time to get commenting. If you need any questions repeating, if you are on Facebook, you can see me being trolled by my own mother. If you are on YouTube, you can see Richard Wright's wonderful advice on looking at old websites. But I am so excited. It's back by popular demand. It's Understanding Una. There she is.
Yay!
You're really annoyed about the socks thing, aren't you? Because it's a terrible
Take a
idea.
sock.
Terrible idea. So if you haven't played this round before, basically Una is unfortunately Northern Irish. Don't worry, it's not a disease, and she so it's not catching. So she is going to read out. Oh, don't worry. If you breathe on me, I've got a sock for that. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? Whoa, nice and safe.
Come on, let's do it.
Basically, Una's going to read out some Northern Irish isms, and you've got to tell us, what do those Northern Irishisms mean in normal people speak? So number 1, Understanding Una.
It's a hard week for this.
Okay.
Good luck. It's really to get Ruth and Will off the top spot. So number 1 is gutties.
Oh, what does that mean? Sorry, I'm just getting a beer. What is gutties?
Gutties.
What does gutties? How are you spelling that?
I would spell it Guddies, but it could also be gutties.
Do you want anything out of the fridge?
Gutt.
No. Sorry, go on.
Gutties.
Yeah.
Number 2, Beamer.
Beamer. Now, I do know
Beamer.
this one. There's a story behind this. So, Beamer.
Beamer.
There we go.
Not the car.
Very good. They don't have them in Northern Ireland.
Number 3, boggin. If something is boggin. And number 4, I think this is your personal favourite Northern Irishism.
Yeah, it's true.
The Pokemon.
It's very 1980s BBC radio, isn't it? The Pokemon.
The Pokemon.
There we go.
So, number 1, gutties. Number 2, Beamer. Number 3, boggin. And number 4, the Pokemon.
There we go. She's off. Back to underneath the sink. That was Understanding Una. We spent a week cheering herself. We spent a week rehearsing this. It's the only reason we're together. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, if looks could kill. Now, I've got a couple of questions for questions to repeat. Thank you very much to Steve, to Becky, to Laura, to Will for all getting in touch, asking for some clarification. So, Steve, question number 6. What year did the Crazy Frog have a number 1? Laura asked for question number 8. What do you call the pasta that's shaped like a little bow tie? So, for example, was the term in Italy speak that is the little bow tie, like the little pasta? I mean, this isn't how this question is written down because it's a really long question so far. But the pasta that is shaped like a little bow tie, what is that called? I really hope that it makes sense. And we've also got, I just got to scroll down. Question number 10, Becky, in Geordie slang, what does clamming mean? Now, while I wait for anybody to get in touch to see if there's any other further questions that you need clarification on, I just want to point out, I grew up north of Birmingham in the Midlands. That is not Northern. That is absolutely not Northern. So I'm getting trouble. Ruth is saying that I'm Northern for being. We're not Northern for being Midlands. It is the forgotten land. Thank you very much. Jumping onto YouTube as well. See all of these comments here. I really. Joe is I heart Una, which Una very much likes. So that's very nice. Final opportunity to get any questions that need repeating in now. Also, I am going to turn the idea down of Will wanted those Understanding Unas used in sentences.
Does anybody else?
Yeah, let's put it to the vote. Do you want Understanding Una to be used in sentences. I think the biggest problem with that is they don't speak in sentences in Northern Ireland. It's all just like veiled threats. But if you do want them used in sentences, let us know. Ruth, who is obviously the person that we're trying to beat today, has asked us to use clamming in a sentence. Okay, if you want clamming used in a sentence, in Geordie slang, what does clamming mean? There you go. That's it used in a sentence. So that was it used. What was really funny about that was I was trying to be all cocky and stuff. I dropped my clipboard. Dropped my little clipboard. I've got this from Poundland. It's not really good. No, that would make it too easy. Thank you very much, Bunny. I absolutely agree. And of course, I am joking. I don't be hating on Northern Ireland. They're a wonderful culture that we've kind of ruined. So I think right now, I think that actually what you can't see, Ruth, is that unanimously on YouTube, there's a lot of people saying no to sentences. They don't want things being used in sentences. And actually, gutty, is it gutty or gutty?
It can be either. Gutty.
Right, so the dad spellings. I mean, looking at it can be either. Unbelievable.
We don't pronounce T's or D's differently.
Well, I think without further ado, I think we've got to the time now. Reclamming. I can't think of any family-friendly answers. Very good, Mr. Raleigh.
It is good. Guddies. Goodies.
Guddies. Goodies is run an opportunity to ask for any answers that need repeating. Now, while you are doing that, please give us a like on Facebook or on YouTube. That way more people can see us and then we can spread the love like something else. So please do give us a like. You can subscribe to my channel. You can also add me as a friend on Facebook and we will, I will obviously add you. Now, something that I think was going to be in this quiz, I understand that a lot of people were skeptical that Ruth kept on winning all of the rounds. And I get that. I understand that. And that is something that needs to be dealt with. Quickly, Sarah says, can we have question number 3? Absolutely, Sarah. Just while we're doing that, question number 3 was, you're going to need a bigger boat. Is a quote from which movie? So that's question number 3. You're going to need a bigger boat is a famous quote from what movie? So what I thought we'd do is to make sure that you know that Ruth isn't cheating. This week, instead of me giving out the answers, what I'm going to do is I am going to get Ruth live on the line and she's going to tell us the answers and we will see if they are true or false. So now I am calling her. Hopefully she will pick up and we will find out if she's got the right answers or not. Hello, Ruth. Are you there?
I am nearly. Hold on.
She is nearly. Brilliant.
I'm sort of here and sort of not.
Final opportunity for anyone else that is playing online to use the comments to get any questions repeated. While you're there, give us a like. You can also give us a share, give us a comment. How did you find that round, Ruth?
I thought that one was a bit tricky, actually.
I've kind of like upped the ante because there's only 2 rounds this week, something I should have said. 1 break, 2 rounds, all to play for. What do you think was the most hard question?
Una, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we love her, but clearly Una.
Yeah, absolutely. That goes without a doubt. Right, let's go through those answers. So, question number 1 of round number 1. Which world famous landmark was described on TripAdvisor as just a sandy ditch? Ruth says
Grand Canyon.
Well done. That is 1 point. The Grand Canyon was described on TripAdvisor as just a sandy ditch. Question number 2. On this day in 1840, the penny black was first used. But what is the penny black, Ruth?
A stamp.
Well,
a postage stamp.
Well done. It is a postage stamp. I like the clarification. Did you know that you used to be able to post anything of any size? And actually, the suffragettes used to post themselves to 10 Downing Street in order to get an audience with the Prime Minister.
Can we try that with your niece?
Yeah. All right. I mean, she's your kid. If you want to do it, then yeah, brilliant. Question number 3. You're going to need a bigger boat is a famous line from which movie? What did you think?
Jaws.
Well done. It was Jaws. That was good. So you've got it's 3 for 3 so far. Now we move on to the picture round. There are 6 points up for grabs here. Let's have a look at those logos. What did you think was in the top left?
I haven't got them in front of me. It's in the other room.
What order? Okay, tell me what you have got.
So the first one that got writing blanked out, we thought was Friends Reunited.
Well done. That is a correct answer. That was Friends Reunited, also known as Crime Watch. Second one?
Which way are you going?
Either way, whichever depends to you.
All right then. So the little circle underneath, the kind of green and yellow circle underneath, LimeWire.
Well done. That was LimeWire. I thought that one was very, very tricky. So 2 for 2.
Like that one. Then back up to the top, and you've got the kind of butler type man was Ask Jeeves.
Very good. It was Ask Jeeves.
Then you've got the red square with the ears and the white bee in it. We thought that was Bebo.
It is Bebo. I thought that would be the hardest one that people wouldn't remember. That was a website where you could rank your friends in order of worst to... But I think that's amazing. So you've got 4 for 4 so far. So Friends Reunited, Livewire, Ask Jeeves, Bebo. Now it gets tricky.
So going down to the bottom, so you've got the sort of triangle. That was AOL.
Well done, America Online. Well done, AOL. And the final one?
And the final one was, it was the people. We thought this was the hardest one, the 3 little people. And we think it may have been MySpace.
That's a good guess. Was it MySpace? I'm going to go over to... was that personally what you thought, or was that anyone on your team that thought that?
All of it. None of us were quite sure on it, and nobody had any other suggestions.
Okay. How many? Just for clarification, how many people of you are playing in the team?
There are 6 of us this week.
6 in that team. Well, I can tell you, the 6 heads together. I can say that was MySpace. So well done. That was Friends Reunited, Ask Jeeves, Bebo, LimeWire, AOL, and MySpace was the final one. Well done. You've got them all right so far. Question number 5. In 2001, Prince Andrew went to Pizza Express in which town?
Woking.
Well done. It was Woking. Of course, he remembers that very well. Question number 6. Very tough question. Which year did the Crazy Frog have a #1 hit?
Lots of debate on this one.
Okay, there's a mass debate. Which year did you go for?
Okay, so the team answer is 2005.
Okay.
Our guesses range from 1999 to 2001 to 2003. It goes back to 2002, but we've landed on 2005.
1999, very early.
There's a spread.
It's a very good spread. I can tell you that we were in the 2000s. The Crazy Frog had a #1 that lasted for 3 weeks in the chart.
Sad times.
Very sad times, but a lot of ringtones out of it. And it stayed at #1 for 3 weeks in 2005. You were correct. This is genuinely unbelievable. So we've got all of them so far. When we go into question number 7, which is picture number 2, the instruments. There's going to be a lot of point of discussion here. So what did you get for that first instrument on the far left?
Okay, there was no discussion on this one. Everybody agreed it's the harp.
Yeah, that one's fine. Okay, so it was a harp for anyone playing at home. The second one, I think this is going to be a big this
was a bit like, you could make a griffin out of a blue tit and a tabby cat. This one for us. Because we weren't quite sure what you were looking for. So we have gone with tenor guitar.
I can tell you that's a ukulele. She's got one wrong. She's got one wrong. I can see on Facebook Steph that's very pleased that you've got one wrong. Now Lisa is sort of saying it's a good time to like remember to be kind. Rich is saying that Riz got 6 out of 6. That's the first one you got wrong. It was a ukulele.
Will's gonna kill me.
So, what did you get for the third one? That one's kind of easy, surely.
Third one's banjo.
Yeah, well done. Next
Then
one.
it's a sitar.
Well done. Was a sitar. So that's harp, ukulele, banjo, sitar. Got 2 left. 2, I think, that are the set like the most difficult thing. So what were the last 2 that you got?
A lute.
Well done. It was a lute.
And a lyre.
And a lyre, 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 pants on fire. So all of those: harp, ukulele, banjo, sitar, lute, and lyre. So question number 8. I'm
being reliably informed that a tenor guitar is a ukulele.
I'm not going to read that. What do we think, friends? Do we think that a normal person would call a ukulele, or a tenor guitar? Find out in the comments now. Right, question number 8. What do you call a pasta that is shaped like a little bow tie?
Well, apart from bow tie pasta,
Yeah.
farfalle.
Farfalle. Well done. I thought it was farfalle.
Is this like falafel the first time you tried to say it?
Yeah, falafel. It's the way you pronounce it. I've also got a new way of pronouncing pasta is pasta. I think that's a nicer way. It makes it sound more continental, I think. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Richard. We're getting people now that have just seen the video and they're commenting that a tenor guitar is not a ukulele. We're not allowing that. So that's a good point to get in. Question number 9, my favourite question, Mr. Sheen or Martin Sheen. Who is older?
Mr. Sheen.
I can tell you Mr. Sheen was created, there's no specific date for this, but Mr. Sheen was created in the 1950s. But Martin Sheen was born in 1940. She's got another one wrong. Martin Sheen is older than Mr. Sheen. How amazing is that?
Sure.
Absolutely sure. Google it.
What, like you were with Uranus?
Google it. And also for
will.
corroboration, we've got Steve, we've got Becky, we've got Rich, we've got Joe. They're all agreeing with me about the ukulele. Question number 10. This was one that you definitely did struggle with. Geordie slang. What does clamming mean?
Oh, there's lots of debate. Hungry.
You say hungry.
No, Will does.
Okay, what did you personally think?
I thought being quiet.
Oh, as in like clamming up?
As in like clamming up, yeah. We also wondered whether or not it was getting sweaty, but then why wouldn't you just say clammy?
Exactly. It's good that you've had a lot of debate about this. I can tell you, unlike the tenor guitar, Will was right on this one. Clamming does mean hungry. That is Geordie slang for hungry is clamming.
Nice one.
Now we welcome back our star of the show, host of Derry Girls. It's Una for Understanding Una. Woo! There she is. So what was number 1?
Number 1 was Guddies.
Ruth, what did you think Guddies was?
Shoes.
We'll give you that. It's trainers. Yeah.
Oh, Will said sneakers. I just wrote shoes. I thought it was too specific.
Are trainers the same thing as?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. We'll give anyone any kind of shoe.
Okay, number 2.
Beamer.
Smile.
Nope.
Oh, it's not. What does hurling a beamer mean?
So if you take a beamer, it means you blush. You're embarrassed.
Oh,
It's nice, isn't it? Because you like beam.
Brilliant.
Beam red. It's nice.
Brilliant. Question number 3 for Understanding Una.
Something being boggin. Boggin.
Now, this one's a difficult one. What do you think, Ruth?
fake.
Dirty. Your gutties are boggin.
Now, I can say with so much aplomb that actually this round has really pushed Ruth's teams back. So we've got 2 for 3 so far. What do you think for the
Crawl
fourth
back with who is the Pokemon?
He was the Pokemon, Ruth.
I thought it was like the bogeyman.
For some people that might be true, but the Pokemon sells pokes, and a poke is an ice cream.
Go and get a poke from the poke
The ice
man.
cream man.
Go there.
Who sells what? Hold
Ice
on.
creams.
What? I didn't understand the answer.
Can't understand this. It's ice cream.
Ice cream man.
Ice cream.
A poke is an
Right.
ice cream. It's a 99. And it's sold by the Poke Man.
A what?
99.
Right, there we go. That was
Could be worse. It could have been an 88.
that could be a 69. There was Una. There she is. How amazing. Well, we are going to give you now time to mark up what you got from that round. Please comment below on the side. I want to know what you got. You can see that Ruth was not cheating in any way, shape, or form. I want to know if you've beaten them. So please, we are going to take a quick 5-minute break. A 5-minute break. We're going to be back at 10 to 9. That's 10 to 9. And we are going to find out what you have got then. Get commenting. Let us know what you have scored in this round so far. And then we will find out if you have beaten Una so far.
What?
Already, Ruth. The gods. Oh, it's all gone to pot. Go take a quick 5-minute break. We will be back at 10 to 9. And we will start round number 2 then. Bye-bye. So high tech. What's going on? Welcome back, my wonderful friends. The time is 8:50. We are back. And thank you so much for playing. I'm just going to wait for some more people to come back from the toilet, from the bathroom, wherever you've been. If you want to get yourself another drink, you still have got plenty of time. We're going to be starting very shortly. Little tip for you. Here's a little tip. If you're around, have a look at the moon. Looks really nice tonight. That's my advice to you. While we're waiting for everyone to come back, I wanted to say a genuine and a heartfelt thank you to everyone that has donated. Over 80 people donate to the quiz tonight, and it really, really means a heck of a lot. So thank you so much for doing this. I genuinely love doing this quiz, but it isn't my quiz. Your quiz, our quiz. One of the things that I wanted to do when I started this was create a community of people, and it is absolutely lovely to have all of you not only coming back but inviting more people, and then them inviting people as well. And that's how things grow. And also things like arguments grow as well. Looking particularly on Facebook, there's a lot of going on, and I love this. Genuinely, I'm not really a combative person, but I love that Becky has gone away on Kiora and put what makes a tenor guitar and a ukulele different. But then Kat Rackley has said, actually, if you look at this, this is definitely a tenor guitar. Bunny doesn't think that it is a tenor guitar. And Lisa has given up. Well, stick with us, Lisa, because looking at the scoring so far, I make it by my count. Tell me if I'm different, but I think Ruth is on 22. Now, just trailing behind is incredible work from Francesca. And then in at 20 is Becky. At 19, we've got Rich and Steph. And all the way on the other end of the spectrum, Chris is on 10. Brilliant work. We've got Adam in at 11. Andrea is doing 13, which is great. Jason, 15. Jill, 16. And Steve and Andrew have 17. And that is a magic number because that's what Mummy Chawns is on. I'm not going to go through everyone, but thank you so much for giving all of your answers for round number 1. Now, something that I do need to explain is we do have round number 2 coming, but we've also got a special booster round this week. Now, why this is important to you is because this is a great way of picking up potentially 10 points. 10 whole points, which completely will change the game. stick around to find out what that is. While we do that, while people are taking their seats, thank you very much to our sponsor, the Hub of Hope. If you want to keep in touch with your mental health and things might be going a bit wonky, or you just need a little bit of support, download the app. It's absolutely free to do. Also, thank you very much to the Dog House Leicester. If you've got pets, they are great with hints, tips, and ideas on how to keep them how to keep your loved pets happy. And also thank you to our sponsors of this book. This has won 42 Nobel Prizes for literature. So you can still get it, just $9.99 on Amazon. What a bargain! So thank you very much. If you do want to picture around, it's not too late to donate. You can still hop on Eventbrite, which is in the comments below, and you can donate the recommended donation of £1 per person. All of the donations just go to help try and pay bills, because the government hasn't given out support anymore. I can't do my job, and unfortunately I've still got rent, gas, electricity, council tax, etc. But I am mindful that you are all exactly the same as well. And if you can't afford £1, would prefer not to pay, or work for the NHS, just let us know, DM me, email me, and you will get a round for free. Just while we wait for those people to take their seats again, still in this round, we've got bad translations to go. We've got Pretty Awful, which is a new round that I really, really like. Classic quotes, and of course, that booster round as well. If you are on YouTube, give us a like. That makes us more visible. You can also subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much to everyone that has liked on Facebook as well. The booster round is going to be really inaugural, and I'm very, very excited for that. So I think everyone is coming and sitting down, and we are all ready. Una is genuinely now in the other room making masks out of socks. Is that a thing? I really don't think it is. But without further ado, let's crack on with the quiz. Question number 1 of round number 2. Whose autobiography is called Rags to Richie? That's question number 1 of round number 2. Whose autobiography is called Rags to Richie? I mean, it is a good name. I do love autobiographies. Genuinely, my favourite one is Alan Titchmarsh's autobiography, which is called Trowel and Error. Great. Bossed it out of the park. I think that is amazing. Question number 2 of round number 2. Which town was The Office set in? You can keep commenting. Let us know who you're playing with. Let us know where you are playing. But obviously, in those comments, don't give away the answers, because we don't want to give Ruth any special help. But that's question number 2. Which town was The Office set in? Now, just as we go, a very exciting development right now. The Quarantets, all the way over in Geneva, Magda, has got 28. That's incredible. That is amazing, because I did mark it up, and I swear it's out of 24. No, I'm not being that guy. I'm sure I've got it wrong, but I thought it was out of 24. So I'm not. We'll just see. We'll just see. I mean, that is if you've added 4 points on. That's amazing. Question number 3 of round number 2. I'm going to give you a badly translated Chinese movie title. I want to know what Hollywood movie this is a badly translated version of. So this will be a very well-known Hollywood blockbuster. The badly translated Chinese title is Run, Run, It's Cloudzilla. That's the badly translated title. What is it in English? What was the original Hollywood blockbuster? Run, Run, It's Cloudzilla is a Hollywood film that you will all know and love, but it was a badly translated Chinese title. What is the name of that film? Question number 4. I'm glad I've got a lot of feedback on this round. I was very, very pleased that a lot of people enjoyed this. Question number 4 is picture number 3. Finish those funny headlines. That's question number 4. Picture number 3. You got 6 points on offer. finish those funny headlines. Now we've got some really interesting developments. Thank you to Becky. Thank you to Ruth. Apparently it is out of 24. So Magda, absolutely fine. I love that you're doing well. I think that's basically what's come out of this, is that you are doing incredibly well. Thanks very much to Sarah, who has asked for clarification on question number 2, very rightly as well. We are looking for the UK version of The Office. Which town is the UK version of The Office? I would say for a bonus point you can get the American one, but I never watched it. It just never appeared. Don't get me wrong, I love Steve Carell. It was just so I don't know. Does that make me a bad person? Tell you what, we have been watching at the moment, Grand Designs. Brilliant. Love Grand Designs. Lego for rich white people. Brilliant. They always build a sort of a development, like a 3-story house in a swamp. And basically the whole show is whether the structure or the marriage will survive. It's brilliant. If you haven't watched that, yeah, honestly, Grand Designs is great. Question number 5. I like this one. I do like this one. Which celebrity said that gunshots were being fired in Selfridges in 2018 when it actually turned out to be 2 homeless people fighting? That's question number 5. Which celebrity guest said that gunshots were being fired in Selfridges in 2018 when it turned out to be 2 homeless people fighting? And I say people because people, rightly, if you say like, the doctor, and you say, what did he say? People always go, it could be a she. But have you noticed that if you said, bin man or homeless man, people never go, or a she. It's just an observation. But homeless people in 2018, which celebrity said that gunshots are being fired in Selfridges? Question number 6. This is our round. I did tell you it was coming. Pretty awful. Who said this famous quote? Who said this quote? Priti Patel or Mr. Burns? That's question number 6 of round number 2. Pretty awful. Who said this? Priti Patel or Mr. Burns? The quote is, family, religion, and friendship. These are the 3 demons you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. That is question number 6. This week's Pretty Awful. Who said it? Priti Patel or Mr. Burns? Family, relationship, and friendships. These are the demons that you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. You've got a 50-50% chance. I've got a lot of people that are saying they like the American Office. That's odd to me. I'm surprised. Let us know as well if you are watching anything good. I've already seen Tiger King, but I am definitely on the lookout for anything else. So please do recommend anything that you all know, because this is your community. This is your quiz. Question number 7. It's picture number 4. Can you name the cartoon characters from the silhouette? So that's question number 7. It's picture number 4. There are 6 options up for grabs there. Can you name each one of the characters? We're not looking for the cartoons they're from. We're looking for the names of those characters. And you should have had that. As I say, if you do want to picture around and you haven't got one, it's not too late to donate. Una will whiz one out to you while she's in between creating face masks out of socks. So just let us know. You can donate via Eventbrite, or if you can't afford, then you can just DM me, send me an email, or put it in the comments and we will get one across to you. Question number 8 is a new round. I think we're going to be keeping. It's called You Kidding Me? Yeah, that's absolutely right. Do you remember Brexit? I miss it now. We used to debate for hours about Brexit. There were so many people that were experts on the European Union. Do you remember Happy Days? They were lovely days, weren't they? They were great. They were lovely. Well, question number 8 is inspired by said debate. Are EU kidding me? This week's Are EU kidding me question is Switzerland part of the EU? That's question number 8 for this week's Are EU kidding me? Question number 9, while we rattle on as time is coming on. Thank you very much for this. We have still got the booster round to come, and that's a 10-point challenge up for grabs. Question number 9. A Cinquecento is a model from what car maker? Classic. You'll have seen it in the In-Betweeners. Do love a good Cinquecento. I know one of the people that is playing, Joe, homage to you and your Cinquecento. And when we had to go, I can't remember, we went to a National Trust. This is genuinely true. We went to a National Trust park and we actually went up, and there were 3 of us in the back, 2 of us in the front, obviously like this guy driving and there's one in the front. We had to get out. It genuinely didn't have enough energy to, I think it was like a 330 mil engine. It was like a Coke can, and we had to get up. Cinquecento, great cars. Cinquecento is a model from what car maker? Question number 10. Very hard question. Finishing off this quiz in style. Question number 10. There is only one female character in the Winnie the Pooh series. What is that female character? Oh, there you go. That's question number 10. What's the only female character in the Winnie the Pooh stories? Right. What's going to happen now? I'm going to give you a roadmap. If you have any questions that you need repeating, get in those comments. Type away. And that is going to prove really important. Make sure you have access to those comments. To those comments, because that is going to heavily rely on the booster round. I'm going to give you about a minute or so in order to do that. So get typing away if you want any questions repeated right now. Just a little bit of an update on the 28 situation. Magda all the way in Switzerland, who has a very unfair advantage in that EU question, has 19. So absolutely brilliant, but don't cut back on that side. Tonight is yours for enjoyment. To be honest, I kind of do this. I do this quiz for 3 reasons, right? 1, I absolutely love it. Secondly, because I get to talk to you wonderful lot, but also thirdly, this is pretty much the only thing in my week so far that gives it punctuation. I know this is the only day that I know what's going on. The rest of it is just like Groundhog Day. I spoke to someone today. I rang them up and he said, "Oh, what a week." And I was like, "Mate, it's Wednesday morning. What's gone on so far?" So very odd. If you do have any questions that you do want repeating, now is the time. For example, Rebecca has got on and she's asked for the questions repeating. She wants question number 3 repeated. Question number 3 repeated is, this is a Hollywood movie, but it's been badly translated into Chinese. Run, Run, Cloudzilla is a badly translated version of what Hollywood film? We've got Katie, who has asked for question number 6. Question number 6 is Pretty Awful. Who said it? Priti Patel or Mr. Burns? Family, religion, and friendships. These are the demons you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. That's question number 6. Pretty Awful. Family, religion, and friendship. These are the demons you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. Who said that? Mr. Burns or Priti Patel? We've also got another question in for question number 4. That is picture number 3. Can you give the funny headlines? Like I say, if you do want a picture around and you haven't got one yet, it's not too late to donate. You can get on Eventbrite or DM me, or even put it in the comments, and I will tell you what I'll send over that picture round to you as well. Got another one in. Steve, thank you very much for question number 8. Question number 8 is Magda's favorite. It is, are you kidding me? Question number 8 is Switzerland part of the European Union? That's question number 8. Is Switzerland part of the European Union? And also, Steve has asked for question number 9, which was a Cinquecento is a model of which car maker? Which car maker makes the Cinquecento? So basically, the Cinquecento is the model, which is the brand. And thank you very much to Miss Gia for asking for question number 5. Question number 5 was, which celebrity said gunshots were being fired in Selfridges in 2018? It actually turned out to be 2 homeless people fighting. So which celebrity said gunshots were being fired in 2018? I think those are all the questions. Very quiet on YouTube, so I'm going to assume that you're all there. I'm going to give you a little bit more time as to do that. Now, as before, what we're going to do is, while I am waiting for any questions to be repeated, we're going to give Mrs. not Mrs. Chun. We're going to give my sister, anyway, a call to see. She's going to give the answers, and we'll find out whether those answers are right. Don't forget, it's not too late to get on.
That'd be weird.
I know, it'd be very, very weird. But yes, so have you've got all the questions you need? Any questions repeating?
No, but I do need my gin.
You do need what?
Gin.
You do need gin. Go get some gin. You got time.
I've got it. Good.
Oh,
I've done
okay,
it.
that's fine. Yeah, gin's great. I've got to be honest, drinking too much during lockdown. Right, so, well, a couple of questions. Firstly, what number are you on so far?
You mean, oh, okay, 20.
Oh, 20. So by my calculations, you are tying with Becky, which is great because there's been a lot of pushback between you. Very, very excited about that. What do you think has been the hardest question of the round so far?
This round.
Yeah.
Because I'm still sticking with understanding Una this week.
Yeah, it's very tricky.
Not getting that one. So the one that caused the most was the quote was with Mr. Burns or Prissy Patel.
That's difficult. Oh my goodness! I realise I haven't done the movies from the clips. Oh my goodness. We will do that. Well, I tell you what, Magda wants question 4 again. Ruth, what do you think? Do you think we should go through all of the answers, then do the movies from the clips, or do you reckon we should do the movies from the clips and then I'll call you back?
It's your quiz.
It's your quiz. I'm having a lovely time. Right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang up on you. We have got the movies from the quizzes. Sorry, and while we do that, Magda, question 4 again was picture number 3. It's those funny headlines. I am sorry, my friends. I'm all over the shop today. Now I'm going to give you some quotes from movies. So hopefully Ruth has gone back to who she was playing with, and she is going to listen to these. There are 4 clips from movies. They're very good movies. I'm very biased here. This is underneath round number 2. I want to know what films these clips come from.
Number 1.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Number 2.
Sir, excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
That's right.
Some passengers, they're very sick. Could you come take a look at them?
Yes, of course. You'd better tell the captain we've got to land as soon as we can. This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big patient, but that's not important right now. Tell the captain I must speak to him.
Certainly.
Number 3.
Ah! Look at this. My first day as a woman, I'm getting hot flashes.
Number 4.
Would you like a schmoke and a pancake? A what? A schmoke and a pancake. You know, flapjack and a cigarette? All right. Cigar and a waffle? No. Pipe and a crepe? No. Bong and a blintz? No. Oh, well, then there is no pleasing you.
Absolutely brilliant. For my friends on YouTube, I think you did cut out there. Let us know in the comments if you got all of that. Let us know if it is loud. And as ever, I'm going to go through those audio rounds one more time. It is worth leaning in and listening. I hope that you can hear. There are 4 movies. I want to know what movies these quotes come from.
Number 1.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Number 2.
Sir, excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
That's right.
We have some passengers, they're very sick. Could you come take a look at them?
Yes, of course. You'd better tell the captain we've got to land as soon as we can. This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Tell the captain I must speak to him.
Certainly.
Number 3.
Ah! Look at this. My first day as a woman, I'm getting hot flashes.
Number 4.
Would you like a schmoke and a pancake? A what? A schmoke and a pancake. You know, flapjack and a cigarette? All right. Cigar and a waffle? No. Pipe and a crepe? No. Bong and a blintz? No. Oh, well, then there is no pleasing you.
Absolutely brilliant. I love that round. So there for that as well. Final opportunity to repeat the questions. Magda, don't worry, my friend. Question number 5, you wanted that repeated again. Question number 5 was, which celebrity said that gunshots were being fired in 2018 in Selfridges when that actually turned out to be 2 homeless people fighting? Right, without further ado, we're going to give Ruth a quick call. Don't forget, we've got the booster round coming up. Very excited about that, and that's a great way of picking up points in this late stage of the game as well, because there are 10 points potentially on offer. Hello, could you hear the movie quiz well enough?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, it was fine.
Good. I'm very, very pleased. Right, now has come for the time, without any further ado, to see what Ruth got for round number 2. So question number 1, whose autobiography is called Rags to Richie? Ruth said...
Richie.
Well done. It was Shane Ritchie. Wonderful stuff. Question number 2, which town was The Office set in? That is the UK version.
You see, that's it. We've put down both because we were hoping for a bonus. Slough.
Well done. You could tell me
If
the
you
US.
wanted to know, the US was
Scranton.
Scranton.
Is that a real place?
In Pennsylvania, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize Pennsylvania was a real place. Question number 3. Run, Run. It's Cloudzilla is a badly translated title of which movie?
Twister.
Well done. It was Twister, which is a great movie and an even better ice cream. So question number 4, the funny headlines. World Bank says poor need more what?
Well, back the money.
Well done. So that's 1 point there. Headless body found in what bar?
Topless.
Well done. I thought that was the hardest one. Topless bar. So 1 for money, 1 for topless. Meteorite maybe from...
Space.
Well done. It was from space. So that's money, topless, space. Study shows frequent what? It enhances pregnancy chances.
Sex.
It is sex, and it's always weird to hear you say that word. So that's space and sex. The 5th one, homicide victims rarely talk to who?
Police.
Well done. Well done. It is police. This is nearly the hat trick so far. City Council runs out of time to discuss what meetings?
Oh, do you know, we've gone with length of.
Unfortunately, that's not correct.
No.
The correct answer is City Council runs out of time to discuss shorter meetings.
Oh, that would have been the way to put it.
There you go. It's easy when you know the answers. So we've got 1 down so far, but it's still going very, very well. Question number 5. Which celebrity said that there were gunshots fired in Selfridges in 2018?
Ollie Murs.
Well done. That's not even the worst thing that he's done. Question number 16. Who said it? Priti Patel or Mr. Burns? Now, I know you struggle with this one. Just a quick reminder for anyone else. Family, religion, and friendship. These are the demons you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. That is the quote. Who do you think said it? Mr. Burns or Priti Patel?
The answer that we have agreed to put down is Mr. Burns.
It is Mr. Burns. Well done. That was inspired by. You can still catch that. Did you know this? You can see The Simpsons on 4OD.
You can see a lot of things on the catch-up stuff now. Maybe going out.
There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Question number 7 is picture number 4. The cartoon characters. I think this one's all right. So, what did you think? Who did you think was in at far left?
So you only need the character. You don't need where they're from.
Boom. Absolutely got it in 1. So you just need the character's name.
Bender.
Well done. Bender was 1 point. Second point.
Winnie the Pooh.
Well done. And Winnie the Pooh was number 2. Number 3.
I don't know if I've written these in order. Lisa Simpson.
Well done, Lisa Simpson. What else have you got?
Peppa Pig.
Well done. You have done them in order. Peppa Pig. And finally...
Stewie Griffin.
Well done. That's a full house. So anyone else playing at home, that was Bender, Winnie the Pooh, Lisa Simpson, Peppa Pig, and Stewie Griffin. Question number 8. Are EU kidding? It should be, is EU kidding? I don't know. Is Switzerland part of the EU? What did you say?
We said it's not part of the EU, but it is part of the EEC.
I didn't ask about the EEC, did I? So it's not, because I don't know what that is. It is not part of the EU. So no, I'm just waiting for Magda to tell me that I'm wrong. I'm glad that we agree on that. What is the EEC?
The European Economic Community.
Who cares about that?
Quite a few people.
Get rid of it. Question number 9. A Cinquecento is a model from what car maker?
Fiat.
Well done. It was a fear. Mr. Randy got that as well. And question number 10. What is the only female character in the Winnie the Pooh stories? Did you think that was difficult?
No, I love this one. Winnie the Pooh, come on.
Yeah, very good point. What's your favourite character?
Kanga.
Incorrect answer. The best character is Eeyore, but the only female...
No, it's not.
Who do you think's the best character?
Kanga.
No, absolutely not. But Kanga is the only female character in Winnie the Pooh. The only female. Look at that. What's the suffragettes? They didn't get on about Winnie the Pooh.
Sausage fest otherwise.
Yes, very. I've always thought this. And also, do you remember Animals of Farthing Wood?
Yeah, that was emotionally destructive as a child.
It hugely was. But also, if you did that in real life, there's no way that the foxes and the rabbits it would just be a bloodbath. It'd be horrendous. It's really horrible. Right, so the movies from the clips. I mean, A Glass Case of Emotion was, of course, from
Anchorman.
Well done. It was from Anchorman. This man needs to get to a hospital. What is it? Well, it's a big it's a big building with lots of patients in it, but that's not difficult right now. So which film was that from?
Airplane.
Well done. It was from Airplane. My First Day as a Woman and Having Hot Flushes. Who's that from?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Well done. And you want a bung and a crepe, smoking a cigar. That was from
Austin Powers and Goldmember.
Well done. So that is the Full House, Anchorman, Airplane, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Goldmember. Well done to Ruth. I think she's only dropped a couple of marks. Now, my friends, start letting me know what you have got. I want to know in the comments what have you got so far, because something incredibly exciting is coming up. Now, what is going to happen is our new booster round. I think Ruth is pretty much streaking out in the head. That's not a phrase. What am I doing? This new booster round, I think, could really, really change the game of the game. So, what is going to happen is I am now going to read you out some clues. You have to guess the person that I am describing. You have to comment on Facebook and on YouTube as to which person this is. Now, you can only guess once. You're going to be policing yourself. Don't forget, no one wins a yacht. But the first guess, if you get it on the first guess, you get 10 points. If you get it on the second info, then you get 9 points. If you get it on the third bit of info, you get 8, and so on. So it goes down as you get more and more information. You can only guess one per team. Again, you are policing yourselves on this. And it's the first person that I see that comments correctly that gets all of the points. Now, there's only one team that gets the points for this. Now, I hope that makes sense. While we do that, absolutely loving this. Francesca has got 43. Don't forget, we were looking for the total number of points that you have got so far. So Francesca has got 43. Mark has got 41, not far behind. Becky's got 42. Don't forget, it was all out of 47. Absolutely brilliant. Ruth is on 44, so just 1 point. But you know what? If you got the booster round on the first point, you get 10 points. Absolutely smash it. Thank you to Laura, who got 35. Looking on to YouTube, Jill is doing brilliantly with 32. We've got Jason Killip, man, that was on 15-1. He's coming with 36. Great work. 38, which is Richard Wright. We've also got Stefan on 38. 37, one below for Andrew Parrington. And Andrea Med has got 34. So it is all to play for. Now we get into the booster round. I need you to get near your computer screens and get commenting. I'm going to go through that one more time. I'm going to read out some clues for this person. You have to guess the person. You've got to comment in the comment section on Facebook and YouTube. You've only got one chance to guess as a team. If you guess correctly on the first piece of information, you get 10 points. If you guess correctly on the second piece of information, you get 9 points. If you guess correctly on the third piece of information, you get 8 points, and so on. If you guess on the last one, then you only get 1 point. But the most important thing is, it's the first person I see that comments correctly that gets all of the points. Nobody else gets any other points. So this comes down to how good your internet connection is. So make sure that you are near to your computer. Steve, don't retire, mate. If you get all 10, then you can walk home with the trophy. Don't forget, you're winning a yacht in the Med tonight. So I'm going to read out these clues. You have to guess the person. You have to comment on who you think this is. The first guess, if you get it on the first piece of information, the first clue, you get 10 points. Second clue is 9 points. Third clue, 8 points. Work as a team, only one guess per team. And the person that wins goes to their team. Their points go to their team. And that's only one person. Now, I hope that all makes mistake. It all makes sense. I feel like I'm garbling. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to reset. And then we're going to go for the booster round for the first ever time. Oh, it's tense. I just pooed myself a little bit. Right. So for the booster round tonight, you get 10 points. If you can tell me who am I, you get 10 points. If you can tell me who I am from the piece of information that is, I have 117 million Twitter followers. That's 117 million Twitter followers, something that I should have pointed out as well, as you only get one guess. Be careful with your guesses. If you guess incorrectly, then you are out of the game. You are policing yourself. You have 117 million Twitter followers. Who am I? I'm going to give a little bit of time for the internet bandwidth to catch up. It's brilliant to see all of the metrics boosting while you are there commenting. Give us a like on Facebook. If you want to share us, I think this could be a killer. I love how Francesca is really, really nervous. This is really, really nerve-wracking. So, final opportunity to get anyone in. You only get one guess. And personally, I think you're doing very well to wait. You get 10 points if you can tell me who I am from the clue that I have 117 million Twitter followers. You get 9 points for adding this bit of information to that clue. I was born in 1961. I'm going to wait for the internet to catch up there. So I have 117 million Twitter followers. I was born in 1961. Now, I know everyone at home now is rapidly trying to work out how old that makes this person. Oh my goodness! Unbelievably, he's gone and done it! Will Colley has come in with Barack Obama. Absolutely incredible. That means that your team get 9 points. Unbelievably, Ruth's team stomps home to victory because they got 9 points added to their 43 that they'd already got, making a grand total of 52. Well done to Will Colley. Well done to Francesca and to Mark. You unfortunately don't get the points because it's the first person. Well done to Andrew as well, coming on there. You all got that. That was absolutely incredible. Even Mommy Chorn has got it, but I think she's just seen all of the comments and thought, nah, I'll join in. Well done to Will. We're just going to go through those as well because I actually put an unbelievable amount of work into this. Barack Obama has been on Stand Up to Cancer, American Idol, and Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. He's won 2 Grammys for spoken word albums. He has 8 step siblings. He went to Harvard University. He's even won a Nobel Prize, and he was Time's Person of the Year twice. That is just some of the information. But look at this. Will Colley storms to victory being the first person getting with 2 bits of information that he had 117 million Twitter followers and that he was born in 1961. Well done to you and well done to everyone. What a quiz. How much fun. I really like that. I think we're going to do that next week. So we will be joining us next week. Looking quickly on the date. That is the 13th of May. Unlucky for some. Hopefully it's going to be unlucky for Ruth's team. I can't believe it. For 4 weeks in a row now, they romp home. Please spread the word about this quiz. Tell your friends, your family, your colleagues, your pets, anyone. We need more people to play. Thank you very much to everyone that did donate. Hopefully, we hope that you will be back next Wednesday. Well done to Ruth. Well done to Will and Andy and Katie and all of their teams. Thank you very much for playing at home. Hopefully, I genuinely wish I will see you next Wednesday for the virtual pub quiz. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for playing and goodbye. Thank you very much, guys.